Hi, welcome to Creative View with Pacific Fabrics. I'm Erin Hubner, and today we're going over our gift guide for the upcoming holiday season. Right now we are talking about the Sewline fabric glue pen. This is great anytime, especially for quilting. You're going to have small seam allowances and you need to have them held in place temporarily so you can sew them instead of using pins. The other wonderful thing about with quilting, typically use a 1/4 inch seam allowance, and that is about the width of the glue stick. It goes on blue so you can see it, but once it dries, it goes on clear. So all you just do a nice little line and then you press it. And as you can see, it's already holding it together. And now you can just take that over to the machine without having to have a bunch of pins. What I'm excited about using it for is on the bias, especially because that is a place where fabric typically wants to stretch. So rather than worry about a bunch of pins, all I'm going to be doing is doing that. When I sew it, it's gonna hold that in place and stop the fabric from trying to stretch too much out of shape. It also works on any sort of fabric. Those with quilting cotton, this is a rayon, and again, we just put a little bit on, and it's gonna wanna hold those shiftier fabrics nice in place as well. Anytime where you have to use a lot of pins or you'd worry about a slip and slide, but you don't wanna have a permanent hold, because this, let's say I did something wrong, I can still just pull it apart. This hasn't fully dried yet, but it will wash out in the wash. And then something like this, if I were to sew it, it would be great because then I could just open it right up when I needed to press my seam allowances down. It comes with a handy dandy little refill when you open the package. So you've got an extra right there. And when you need to advance the glue, you just click it. Just like a pencil or a pen, it'll give you a little bit more glue, set it up, and then you're able to keep going. This is going to be amazing if you do English paper piecing, but anytime you're having to put small pieces of fabric together or shifty fabrics, or even just anything on the bias where you're worrying about stretching, this is gonna be a lot quicker than pins, and at the end, you don't need to take them all out afterwards. So once again, these are the Sewline fabric glue pens. If you go to our website, and then pacificfabrics.com, click on the holiday gifts tab, you will see them there. They are actually 10% off right now. And yeah, these will be very helpful whether or not you're using it for hand or machine sewing. Thank you for joining us at Pacific Fabrics with Creative View.